Good morning, this is Butterfly. Today is Sunday, February 15th, 2025. This is your Sassabee, Arizona, Pima County, Arizona, Mexican border wall. And I'm going to be taking a drive up it to see what holes are closed. This is the construction area that was filled with a lot of buildings and stuff. They've got a few rocks left. The road's been pretty redone. If you see up there, there's a pull out where hole 1 used to be. That's filled. So we're going to take a drive up to Fresno and see how the border wall's looking. And then what I'll do is kind of give an update on where we've been, what the last 4 years of the walls look like, what it's looking like now, and to the best of my knowledge, what's going on, seeing it for the first time in quite a few months. So I'm going to put this turned around, and we are going to take a drive up the border. Also, yeah, you're a sweet girl. I got Sasha here. Hopefully my phone stays up on the mantle. It's up by magnets. Not been holding very well. Okay, so we've got an actual cement road here in front of hole 1, and hole 1 is no longer hole 1. It's now this is basically a gate because floods come through here during monsoons, and those bottom areas can be accessed to make sure that no debris gets stuck. You're all right, Sasha. Okay, I'll kind of keep a hold on my phone. So up here over this hill, we should be coming up to where hole 2 is or was. Word is they've all been closed. They've also added gates. This used to be a place we used to park a lot and wait for the children, and it's fenced up. They've got wires, and in some places they have gates, even in the back. So the back roads are a little bit harder to access. To get to the border, you'd have to walk, which makes a little hassle, but that's all right. Okay, so we're coming up. Hole 2 is completely closed in. That was hole 2 right there. So hole 2 is done. Now the next hole we're coming up to, first of all, there's a place right up here where we used to do a lot of parking because hole 3 is coming up. And there's also a little building behind here, which if you've gone through my videos, we got a lot of cartel coyotes, and people being used, or working for the cartels, and they sit back here with their bags of drugs, and at the right time they run through whatever hole. So you would periodically watch people, you'd watch cartel coyotes run back and forth from the hole in the wall into America and then back into their side so they can get more supplies. Now the reason, I'm going to roll up the window, Sasha. The reason for the supplies was either drug drops or it was people coming through, trafficking coming through, children trafficking coming through. And what they would do is establish spots to change their clothes, to change their appearance, to stop and eat and drink before they're delivered to their next location. So right back here, you're gonna see the building, and this is just where they would hang out for the day. And then over here is where we used to access to go through the Delta. An easy way to get from the border wall straight here, because it's less than a mile. It's 0.8 miles. So, but that's been gated up. So I had to drive an extra 4 miles, 5 miles to access our road here. Okay, up over these next couple hills, we're gonna come up to hole 3. Used to be a lot of rocks here. And here is the closed up hole. You know what? That was a different spot. Hold on. I'm a little out of my, I was just realizing that's not the same. I guess the way they got the road there kind of wet. Yeah, this is hole 3. This is where hole 3 was. Okay. That's all right. It's been a few months since I've been here. I had some family emergencies I needed to care for. So this was hole 3 right here. Where a majority of our child trafficking came through. We'd have babies come through all day long at hole 3. So hole 3 was one that we really tried to keep an eye on most of the time. Sometimes they'd run kids, or they'd have teenagers go through a different hole to get our attention, and then they could run their drugs and stuff through hole 3, or their child trafficking that was going straight into the drain. And it really got hard at times when I was the only one volunteering. So we're just driving up the wall here. I'm just gonna keep it on the wall because this is about 10 miles of wall that we're looking at, and here in about a half a mile we should be coming up to where hole 4 was. Hole 4 was a very narrow hole, and the cartel coyotes highly accessed that one to run drugs back into the terrain and into the drug relief station, the cartel strongholds, whatever you want to call them. There's names for it. I'm just not with it like I'd like to be today. So been coming down here 4 years. Had families walk down these roads. It's usually as black as night at nighttime. We put motion lights up. The cartels were taking them down, and then the politicians had Border Patrol taking them down, which was frustrating for us because it was so black and dark at night. You could run right over. I almost took out people on these roads. And so our donors would give the motion lights, we'd put them up. First, the Border Patrol was with us. There was a construction company that backed us up in order to take the lights down. They said, heck no. And of course the cartels did. Because the one thing they liked about this area, and the reason why there was so much trafficking, was because it's dark, and you got 2 cartels on the other side, a few miles back from the border. So, oh wow, they've really, these are nice. These were usually very hard to drive dirt roads, so it's kind of nice to have them. Okay, right here, this is hole 4. You see the difference. It's a gated one as well, looks like. So here's hole 4. Oops. Hi, Sasha. I'm going to clean my windshield so it looks a little better while I'm all shut up and gated. That is a door. That's strange, but, you know, it even has an address. So, gate. Hole 4 is now a gate 4. 17A. Okay, we're going to come up another steep. These roads are steep. But they are better than when I first got here. I was not able to get up these roads as well back in the day. And we're going to be coming up to hole 5, which is a wide open hole and took people straight out to the train. It had a stream running through it, sometimes up over the roadway. I personally never saw anybody come through that hole, but I really focused on hole 3, which is a couple miles west. Okay, that's which one. pretty sturdy. It's up and whole, no pieces missing. Last time there were some pieces taken down and then put back up. It was a little frustrating. Oh man. Okay. I keep forgetting the cow is in there. Alright, so keep going on, and we're gonna be hitting just a few minutes. Not even a few minutes. We're just over this next hill will be where hole 5 was. And then we'll go straight up to Fresno. So far we've got whole wall. Everything looks good so far. This is awesome news. This is awesome news for this area. Okay, so here we come up to where hole 5 used to be, a big, huge hole. Great water collecting area. As you can see, this too has the little doors at the bottom of the hole, and the reason being is to if there's a debris issue. So here's where we're at, and then over here is our side, so they've got that a little blocked off too, but it looks good. It looks good. Let's continue to finish this trip up and get where we need to go. So I'm headed up to Fresno. Great place to take a watch down the line. I'm usually right where the wall ends, and boy, this hill we're on now used to be an impossibility for my vehicle, and they've got it all paved, so very grateful for that. But everything's looking good. No holes in the walls. Looks amazing. And we're almost to the end of the line. So I've been coming here 4 years. My name is Butterfly. I'm with Veterans on Patrol, and we have spent many nights, days, hours, weeks, months with our tents pitched here at the border wall, receiving for anybody that comes through. We get information on and try to follow through of where they're going. But the most hugest amount has been children. You could get children every day, all day. I've had them come through in packs of 38 was the most of just strictly children, straight babies. I've had women and children. I've had coyote women with blank stares come through with babies on their backs. We've had babies, pregnant with babies, holding babies coming through, all getting delivered somewhere, all with a little piece of paper that tells you where they're going. And whoever's phone matches that phone number, that's where they go, no questions asked. This has been the regime we've been under the last 4 years. That first construction site I showed you was decked with wall material when I first got here, 10 miles high at least. Okay, I've got somebody coming up on me, so... Okay, so this is where the wall ends. This is Fresno. I'm just going to get turned around here. There's a whole other side with border wall that I'm going to go check on. And I think I'll make that a part 2 so I don't have these big long videos going on. So, real quickly, you can take a look down. Now here we're at the very top, as you can see, the border wall ends here. You can see that on the Mexican side, I was here when they built that hole in the wall. And then that goes down to Fresno side. And said, I will be doing a part 2. I will keep you updated, and we'll see what's going on the other side of Fresno, all the way to the controlled cartel camp that was being run last time I was here. So God bless you. Butterfly out.